Hello, greetings, my friend. This is Gilles. I wanted to come and say hello, talk about those energies. There is this solstice and eclipse, and it's very, very powerful solar flash that is coming up. So what we need, what this will assist us to do internally and externally is to purge all the old energies, to remove all those old cosmic debris and all kinds of things in order for us to move towards, to be in the fifth dimension, to be in this connection of eternal freedom. Yet we already there. It's just we need to remove the layers of consciousness that prevents us from achieving that, from connecting to that. We need to eliminate old habits, and the best way to eliminate old habits, certain habits no longer function for us, is to create new habits. It takes about 30 days to create a new habit. But it is very important to do the inner work, and the tools, and there is all kinds of tools and products that are assisting us in our evolution and growth. But we cannot ask the tools or the product to actually do the work for us. There is a certain inner work that needs to be done, and it's very important to cleanse up the physical body, to have a root base that is very well clear and clean in order to circulate the light within ourselves, to be well anchored within the earth. Because the cosmic energies are going to be very, very powerful. And if we're not well anchored within the earth, we won't really be able to integrate those higher frequencies of light. And so, for understanding the human mind has a great deal of limit, but the divine mind does not. The divine mind, we want to work more with the intuition, we want to work more with the inner guidance, and to utilize the world as a mirror, to know we are all in unity consciousness. We have to integrate the divine masculine and divine feminine, for it is something that is happening naturally. Does not mean that if you're a man you need to become feminine, or if you're a woman you have to become masculine. It's not about becoming feminist or machist. It's about integrating, knowing that there is a receptive and a creative side. We have a mental and an emotional side. They have to be harmoniously connected between the being and the doing. Yeah? It's like the harmonious connection between the stillness within and the action path. And so to follow the heart in that process, for within the Tao, all is resolved, and everything, imagine there is a Tao at the center of every one of your cells. Everything, there is this little Tao symbols that is purely harmonious in the center of all things, every atom, every star, every being, so when you realize that, you bring everything to completion. You can also imagine the sign of infinity, as there is a great philosopher named Empédocle, a pre-Socratic philosopher, that realized, and he claimed that he could see the presence of infinity within all things. And so for all is being revealed, all is coming up to the surface. Very soon there's going to be some very powerful revelation that will be done to the world. But in the meantime, you want to be receiving the information from within, or from the world, but from the intuitive side, and to understand also it's a time where everybody's going to become, there is a great deal of accountability. Everybody's going to be held responsible for his thoughts, even his thoughts, but when you go on a deeper level, you're accountable for your thoughts. But at least in relationship to the world, in relationship to your words and your deeds, and there is no getting away with anything. It is not by judgment. It is just because the universe needs to become, we all need to become empowered, and so we need to become responsible of our words and action. And as the Christ said, who has never sinned will throw the first stone. It's not about judgment, let the universe judge, but we want to move out of judgment, for everybody's done some things that were not in full enlightenment. It's part of the process. We're learning from that, but we have to be able to adapt. And it's very difficult to remove our attention from all the discordance of the world, from all this old shadow matrix, this dark matrix that is dissolving. So, but it's very important to spend more time in the light, in the joy, in the appreciation, in the gratitude, in connecting with the angels, than to be with the demons that are always that are still playing out this darker force, or even with an enlightened human being. So it is okay. It's part. We have to accept that it is going on, but it is dissolving. So. It's very important. It's the most important lifetime we ever had on this planet, this one lifetime. And our mission is to create paradise on earth, to create inner condition of resolution within, so we can connect to the presence of the Spirit of God within, which creates a paradisical condition which will be manifested in the physical world. all we need is the Creator's love. We think we need this and we need that, but everything flows from this connection to the inner, to God, from God. Everything comes from that source in any event. So it's really the primal things. What we need the most is this inner connection with our Creator. Once we create the intention for ascension, our soul will notice. We just need to do it once. If we have to return to the source, to connect to our divinity, whichever way we do that, and the soul and the spirit will never leave us alone. Will always be with a great deal of patience and perseverance. We will be gradually be lifted up to the point where we'll find this freedom. And when I say violence and brutality can never be part of spiritualist lifestyle, for there is many demonstration of people that are coming in the street peacefully to demonstrate that they do not no longer want these forms of tyranny, and this is enlightened to say, well, we do not want to be tyrannized. We want things to change, but that has nothing to do with the looters and the destroyers. Those very selfish. Those people are utilizing those manifestation in order to steal or to destroy, to evacuate their own frustration and anger. But it's so it is you always have to utilize the peaceful way, a peaceful way of expressing whatever you have in order to maintain this balance. And so and there is a new addiction that we have to be very careful, is social media. It's a very powerful addiction. I wasn't even sure to come in to speak today, but I did it anyway. For phones, computers, social medias, the internet, they're creating a lot of a very powerful new addiction. So we have to utilize it, but we have to utilize it in balance and not to become addicted to it. I see a lot of people that are completely addicted to it. They're always there. So we want to disconnect with all this electronics sometimes in order to reconnect to the inner self and nature and the planet and each other as well, because in the internet it's both a way to communicate in the world, so it's a platform that is very useful on that level. It's unifying the world, but if we only there we miss out the opportunities of connecting with the people around us, it's no longer then it doesn't really it works against us. For like everything can work for us or against us. I'm gonna pull some cards for the highest wisdom. For the highest wisdom, the situation is forgiveness. It's the card of pardon. It's about forgiveness. It's about forgiving ourselves for wasting time, forgiving others for whatever they do. They do not know what they do. Otherwise, they would be doing better. What comes around this situation is the light, an increase in light, the new octaves of light, a new understanding. What we see before us in our consciousness is reparation. It's about fixing up all there's many aspects of our life that we couldn't really address before, that we'll be able to bring into balance and harmony. In the subconscious, the distant past is humility. So it is good if we see our past with humility, we can integrate it. We're no longer in judgment, and the situation right now is acceptation. We have to accept ourselves, to love ourselves where we are, who we are, everything that we are, so that we can change things. The first thing, we have to accept things without judgment, and then we can change it and improve it. What's coming up in the near future is authenticity. We're going to move into our more authenticity, more of our true self. The power we have in this situation is the power of choice, is the power of sexuality, is the power of will. We always have, we always want to make this highest choice, the path of love and light and wisdom. What comes to us from the outside world is a renewal, a new beginning. It's a turning of the changing of the guard. It's a completely new reality. Every moment, all reality disappears. The past it doesn't exist. It's never existed, really. We've been tied up to some imagination that the past actually exists. It does not exist. It is gone. There is only the now, and it's within the now that we create the future, and that's what the universe is providing right now. In our inner emotion, our hopes and fear, it is love. It is it's ever increasing octaves of love. We want to be in appreciation and to cultivate this love, both celestial love with our source and with the world, or even romantic love, or everything that is open to us in a gentle way, in a receptive way. And the outcome is the card number 1, is the world energy. It's the card of energy. Energy is all. Everything comes from the one. Then it separates into yin and yang. But there is always this divine harmony, this divine balance in energy. So cultivate, know you are energy, and energy is all. So there are manifested energy and unmanifested energy, actual and potential. We want to focus on what is potential, what is before us. Well, I hope this message resonated with you. Behind me is an older painting of the Earth. And I'm working on a new series of painting about the new Earth. It's also like just painting portraits of the Earth in different aspects and shapes. And this is a much larger painting in terms of concept. It's about the super universe of Orvonton with the central world, Uversa, and its satellites and the 10 major sectors. And the Earth is here. It represents about 1 trillion inhabited planets. So it's quite big. And there are 7 super universes. And so I'm gonna sing a song, and then pull 4 more cards with the Akash deck. I just wanted to say hello today and wish you a good preparation for this solstice. There's going to be a flash of light, it's like a portal that will be opening. For now, we're holding. Once we connect to this inner light, we are always keeping a portal open for anyone we meet, if they can choose to utilize this portal or not utilize it. If they're ready, they will use it. I'm singing this song. It's a very old song, because a romantic song but powerful philosophically. It's about making dreams come true. It goes like this. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream ready to come true. Someday I wish upon a star and wakes up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drop away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow wide, and oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I? My throat is a little sore today. I have this fly. I opened my window, and there was like 3 flies that were in, and so I gave them an opportunity to leave. I asked the divas and the energy of nature to exit them, but this one chose to stay inside. So I don't know if maybe it's gonna exit later. Maybe I'll give it a name. So because if they have very short lifespans, she's gonna spend her whole life with me. I may as well give it a name. I haven't really chosen one yet. It's just flying around. And so I'm going to pull 4 cards. The highest wisdom for us today is phobies. It's about facing our fear, eliminating our fear, breathing out our fear, letting go of our fear, addressing all those things that can be fearful. Although there is still a great deal of unknown about the future, there is so much that can. There is so much beauty and miracles that can happen. What we need to understand is the Mother, for the Mother Earth is here to support us. She's always supported us. She's also the Divine Feminine is also the great Sophia, Nebadonia. She's the great Mother. She's the great Spirit. She's the prime creator. She's the love, the receptive, and so connecting to the nurturing energies about life, this Divine Feminine. What we need to do is to be free from imprisonment and slavery. We want to free ourselves from all. The door has always been open. The freedom has always been given. It is just within our mind. We have allowed to create unconsciously a reality that is not free. And why did we do that? Because we were unconscious. So forgive ourselves and allow your soul, your spirit, and your guide to show you the way out of it. And the outcome is spirituality or religion. It is very much about following this inner light, following this truth. As we confront our phobias, we'll find the art. So the wisdom will come in the ability to appreciate the art or create the art. And then what we'll have to do is, there is two cards that came out. One of them is health. It's about focusing on the health, on the physical body, and to be the knight, to be the knighthood. It's about being courageous, to be brave, to have this armor, to fight for what is right, for fighting in a gentle way, but to hold certain principles and value and defend those higher truths. Well, I hope this message was meaningful to you. I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.